Tim last week. It was, oh, now we're live. Here we go. And it just happens just like that every week. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Legal Lunch and Learn, a bi-weekly live show where we ask a lawyer your questions on a legal topic. My name is Charlie Long, and I'm a paralegal here at Maryland Legal Aid. Along with me, and currently behind the scenes, is our amazing production engineer, Alec Chase, without whom none of this would be possible. Now, if you were watching last week, you would know that Tim Darby was here speaking with us about deeds, ground rents, and estate planning. And some big takeaways from that is pay your ground rent. $75 can easily turn into $1,000. And also, sometimes a will is not enough to often transfer your housing and estate needs. So if you have any questions, please speak to a lawyer about these things. Speaking of speaking to a lawyer, joining us this week is Erica Bulow, and we're going to be talking about the recent changes to unemployment insurance benefits. So if you have any questions about this topic, please feel free to put them down in the comments below or send it in a message. Now, no advice here establishes a client-attorney relationship, especially not with me, because I'm not a lawyer. I'm just here to get you the information that you need. However, if you do have an immediate legal problem, contact us by phone at 410-451-2805 or by email at lawyer@mdlab.org. And for those who are in need of captions, this live broadcast will be uploaded to YouTube. Now let's welcome our special guest this week, Erica Bulow. How are you, Erica?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Fantastic. Just before we get into it, tell us a little bit about what you do at Maryland Legal Aid.
Let's see, Charles, I am the Ryan White staff attorney, and I help people that are HIV positive and living with AIDS with their civil legal problems. So we do a variety of things like help people with unemployment problems, help people with Social Security, wage garnishments, bankruptcy, a lot of civil legal problems.
That's awesome. I love hearing about those things because the Ryan White program is very important for anyone living with HIV and AIDS. It just gets them the help that they need. So that's fantastic. Thank you for doing that. So you're here to talk with us about the unemployment insurance benefits, correct? Yeah,
that's right.
Pretty big topic since the pandemic started. It's in constant flux. So why don't you go ahead and talk to us about what's changing currently at the Department of Labor in the unemployment division?
Well, the Department of Labor is changing how they're paying unemployment benefits. So previously, or if you're on unemployment benefits now, you have a Bank of America debit card that's been issued to you by the Department of Labor, and they're going to switch over to paying people by direct deposit or paper check.
That's awesome. I know for myself, it would be convenient to just have that money go directly into your account for direct deposit instead of having to have it on a separate debit card in another bank or something. But why are they changing the payment method?
Well, they've signed a new contract with Wells Fargo, and Wells Fargo is able to provide the option of receiving payment via direct deposit or paper check.
Okay. And is there any difference? If someone had to choose, would you advise them direct deposit or paper check? Which one do you think is better?
The department is encouraging people to select direct deposit. And the reason they're encouraging people to select direct deposit is that if it's directly deposited in someone's bank, then it can't be misplaced or stolen or lost or damaged. So, and with direct deposit, you don't have to keep track of an extra debit card. So I would say probably direct deposit.
Direct deposit, that's cool. I guess this would also help because I know a lot of my friends have had like kind of fraud issues with their debit card. So the direct deposit would probably be extremely helpful as far as those from like someone taking your debit card and using your unemployment insurance benefits when you should be using. When does this start? When will they start issuing payments direct deposit or by check?
They're going to start on Monday, May 24th. So come May 24th, you're only going to be able to receive your unemployment benefit payments via direct deposit or check.
So that's next Monday. That's super soon. When has enrollment started for this already?
Yes, enrollment has already started. So if you have an existing claim, you just need to log in to your Beacon portal or the Maryland Unemployment mobile app to update your payment method. If you're a new claimant, filing a new claim, it's part of the application process.
Okay, cool. And when do you have to update your payment method?
You have until May 21st.
And what happens if you don't update it?
There's no default payment method. So if you don't select direct deposit or check, your payment is going to be delayed.
Oof, that's rough. So everyone, you have until May 21st, which is this Friday, to update your preferred payment method. Make sure you do that as soon as possible so your benefits aren't delayed. Everyone needs their money. You got bills to pay. You want to eat food. Typically, how long does it take for these deposits to go into your bank account?
Typically, if you select direct deposit, then your benefit payments are going to be available within 2 business days of filing your weekly claim certification.
Cool. Okay, and I'm assuming these things are following pretty standard bank rules, like no weekends, no holidays. You know, no one's going to be getting anything deposited on Memorial Day or something.
Yeah, no one's going to get payments on weekends or holidays.
Now, here's a pretty good question that some people might have. What information do you need to have to complete the process of direct deposit?
You're going to need your bank name, your bank account type, so you can use a checking account or a savings account, your routing number, which just so that you know, it's a 9-digit number, right? And your account number.
Okay, it's pretty simple. So bank account, routing number, account number. I know you can look up your routing number online just by searching your bank. I know that for mine, it's Wells Fargo, and there's just one that's just for Maryland, a routing number that is.
Right, and then if you still have a check book, right? Some people still have checkbooks, so
yes.
It's also on your checks.
Yes, right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the things that my grandmother taught me. So once you get into the Beacon app, how do you select direct deposit? Could you
Sure. So once you sign into Beacon, you want to click update payment method, and typically for most people there's going to be a pop-up, so you're going to select the pop-up. So then you're going to be presented with 2 options, either direct deposit or check. If you select direct deposit, you're going to be asked to enter your account number and your routing number. Then the system is going to want to verify your bank information, right? You want to make sure that you verify your bank information before you log out. How do you know if you've verified it or not? If the system has accepted it, there'll be a message in red lettering that says bank details verification is successful, payment method updated.
So everyone, be sure to be looking out for that. If you, again, this is going to be uploaded to YouTube, so if you need to go over these steps again, they will be here for you. Do you know if there are any common problems that people have when trying to verify that information? Sometimes Beacon tends to trip people up sometimes.
Yes. Okay, so if your address or name on file with unemployment doesn't match the name that you have on file with your bank account, then you may not be able to verify your account details. Mm-hmm. So to fix that, you can do one of 2 things. Either you can go to Beacon and update your information, right? Change your name or change your address with Beacon, and that information is going to be processed immediately. So you want to make sure the Beacon information matches your bank account information.
Of course.
Or you can change your bank account information to be the same as Beacon, okay? But the department wants you to know that if you do that, it'll take 3 days to update. So you'll have to give it 3 days, business days, once you update it, And then you can go back in and put all your direct deposit information in, and your account will get verified.
So that's 3 business days it's going to take in order for it to update. So people, you'll have to be a little bit patient when you are updating your information. It will take, like I said, 3 business days. Don't expect it to change on Saturday and Sunday. That's a weekend, not a business day. I know some of us get antsy about that. I'm like, I want it now. But going forward, like, what happens if your information isn't verified by Wells Fargo?
Okay, so if your bank account isn't verified, you may want to consider using another bank to receive direct deposit payments to, or you can go ahead and select paper check.
Okay, well, how do I, since we're there, is the process for selecting a check the same as the process for selecting direct deposit?
Very similar. So again, sign on to Beacon or the mobile app, click update payment, select check. Then the system will ask you to verify your address. Once you verify your address, then the process is complete.
Cool. So that's pretty simple, easy steps. But if say that someone's address hasn't changed at all, do they still need to verify it, or can they just leave it alone?
Yes, everybody who selects paper check needs to verify their address. Even if it hasn't changed, if it's never changed, you still need to go in there, select paper check if you want to be paid by check, and verify your address.
So everyone, make sure you're verifying just everything that you're entering into the Beacon app. It seems like, for the most part, this is what really trips people up when it's not, the information that's provided isn't really verified, whether it's through the Beacon app or through the bank, and then you're not getting your benefits. So make sure when you're doing this that everything is verified, and that you're double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking, all of it. Now, I know that people hate to do this, but can you call the department to select your payment method, or are they preferring that you do it online?
Well, I think it's much quicker for most people to select, to go to Beacon and select preferred payment method, or to use the mobile app. But if you can't use either of those systems, or if you want, you can go ahead and select paper check by calling the department. And that number is going to be 667-207-6520. If you want to enroll in direct deposit, you have to complete the process online or by using the mobile app.
That's very important to know. Yes, if you need the direct deposit, use the app. You have to do it on the app. But also try to do most of it on the app, because we all know that calling them can take your entire day away. So if you have access to the internet, please use it to just expedite the process. So when do the debit cards end? The Bank of America debit cards.
The Bank of America debit cards, the last day that they're going to be issued, or the last day that anyone's going to receive a payment on those, is going to be Friday, May 21st.
So will people still be able to use those debit cards? Like if they were out shopping at Target, can they continue to use those after the 21st?
Yes, you can still, if you still have funds on there, on those B of A debit cards, you can continue to use those until Sunday, August 1st. But before you come to Sunday, August 1st, you want to either withdraw, transfer, or use those funds.
Okay, that's before August 1st. You heard it here. Use that money, put it somewhere else, take it off the debit card. Sunday, August 1st, you will not be able to use them. And May 21st is the last day that you will be able to receive benefits on your Bank of America card. So this is transferring over pretty soon. This is all happening within the next week. What happens if someone needs a replacement card before the transition is completed?
If you need a new B of A debit card on the 21st or anytime before that, you need to still reach out to the B of A prepaid debit card customer service center, and that number is 847-2029. There's also a hearing impairment number for them too, and that one is 866-656-5913.
And this is another question that comes up pretty often, especially when we're working the intake line for CLI. What if someone's locked out of their Beacon account?
So if someone's locked out of their Beacon account, we always ask them to go ahead and call the Department of Labor. And you want me to go ahead and give the number again?
We'll go ahead and give the number again. It helps.
667-207-6520. And we already talked about, it can take a lot of calls, numerous calls to get through to them. If you can't get through to them after numerous tries, then we encourage you to go ahead and reach out to Maryland Legal Aid.
That way we can bug them, get them to get you the money that you need. Here's something that's pretty important going into this new transition with direct deposit or having to use checks. What if someone doesn't have a checking or savings account at all? How are they going to be able to go through this process?
So we're encouraging people to visit Cash Campaign's Bank on Maryland website. The website can be found online at bankonmaryland.org/accounts. They're going to give you a list of banks in Maryland that will provide bank accounts that don't have any overdraft fees, and you're still going to be protected from fraud. Once you find the list online, you can go to any one of these banks and open up an account. The monthly cost on these Bank on Maryland accounts are going to be $0 to $5. And we've been told that even if somebody's on check systems, that they still will most likely be able to get one of these bank accounts.
That's fantastic. I didn't even know anything at all about that. That this was something that people could use. That's extremely helpful. So make sure you are going online to check out the Bank on Maryland, so you can get a bank account, so you can get the direct deposit, get the funds that you need, and start saving up money for yourself and for the future. So that was a lot of really extremely helpful information about the changes and how to take care of your unemployment insurance benefits. Thank you, Erica, for joining me this week and explaining all of that. Just a quick reminder to everyone, May 21st is the last day that they will be issuing benefits for unemployment benefits on the Bank of America card. May 24th, this coming Monday, they will be starting up with the direct deposits. And again, in case you didn't hear the number, it is 667-207-6520. Thank you again, Erica, for joining us and spending some time on Legal Lunch and Learn. It has been an absolute pleasure. And we'll be skipping 2 weeks from now, the Legal Lunch and Learn on June 1st, because that's the day after Memorial Day. Everyone's going to be pretty exhausted from their barbecues. But on June 8th, I will be joined by Jenny Nance, and they will be speaking with me and answering your questions about custody. So if you have any big questions about basic custody, leave them down in the comments below or message us. And please share this video if you find it helpful. Again, thank you so much, Erica Boulot, Ryan White, attorney extraordinaire. Thank you so much for all the work that you do. And until next time, everyone, thank you for joining us on Legal Lunch and Learn.